What's up everyone? Today's video I want to do like DIY slash cheap ghetto light diffuser hack thing, which obviously is not the best way to do it, but if you need to, so you can always find these things. So Jasmine's going to help us today modeling. She's been in a lot of videos, but enjoy. And then in proper DIY fashion, we forgot the bracket, so we've literally duct taped this to the thing. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to use 8200, and then we've got a reflector dish on the front, and then I'm going to go through some stuff that people use in general, and then some stuff that I've been trying to do now and then, which work quite well. So these are all just to soften the light. It's not really going to create a new type of light like a octabox or something would. So this is just to soften your already light. So I'm going to shoot bare bulb like this, properly lit. Then I'm going to light it with this, and then I'll show you what it looks like without this, how bright the light actually is. So the first thing is just tissue paper. You literally take, like, this is like kitchen cleaning tissue paper, but you can use toilet paper or whatever, and you're going to just put it over the front like this, and that should soften the light quite a bit. And then I'll show you another technique after that. So let's do that one first. If you want to know what we're shooting on, as usual, Sony a7 III, Godox 8200, and the 35 1.8. So we'll use that throughout the video just so it's easier. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we'll take a test shot with Jasmine natural light. Then I'm going to do it underexposure, add this into fill, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this covering it, and then just a harsh power light to show you how much it's actually cutting out from the light. So Jasmine will come stand here for me. Sit over there for me. Yeah. Can you go a little bit back more so there's no sun on your body? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take a natural light shot and expose it properly. Ready? Give me another one. Another one. Okay, so those are natural light. Next, what we're going to do is just underexpose so that the sky is blue, and then what we need to do is fill in the light with the flash. So I just want to check a test shot. Okay, we're going to do quarter power on this one. Nice. We'll do one more on half power. There we go. Okay, so that's the light bare bulb. That's actually not too bad. So now what we're going to do is just literally tape this over the front, and that should force the light to disperse a little bit and be softer. We will need a little bit more power, so I'll do full power, and I might move this a little closer to her. Okay, we'll do full power. Look at me. Another one. Another one. So that's the one thing a lot of people do. You can also use things like a t-shirt. Okay, the next thing that I actually saw this on Facebook. I'm gonna try to figure out who it was that put it up, but I can't remember. They, instead of just covering it, what they did is they scrunched up a bunch of this. So instead of it being, a thin layer, they put like a whole bunch of it in here, which should diffuse it even more. Okay, so this will cut out a lot of light, so I might have to put this much closer to her face, or I must up my ISO a little bit so it gets a bit more sensitive. So let's do a shot. This is still full power. Yeah, way less light. So let's just put this closer to her. Okay, let's try another one. Hold it. Another one. Okay, you need to go a little bit back just because of the sun on your face. You see? Yeah, so that cuts out a lot of light. Okay, so the next method, what you can literally do is cover this with this, like that, and then you'll have a diffusion happening the same as the tissue paper. Let's do a one shot like this. In your pose. Okay, so this is full power with the, oh, it's quite bright. So it's a less diffusion than the tissue paper, which worked a bit better. This is half power. Better, we can probably go to a quarter. As you can see, it's not taking away as much light as we would like to. So that's quarter power. And then the cooler method would be to try and get air inside this thing by going to try and make it bigger. So it's a bigger surface area, like that. And because it's bigger, if it wasn't windy, it would help. This should diffuse it a bit more. Okay, one more. Another one. Another one. Nice. So those are the two methods a lot of people have been using. The third method is something I thought up randomly the one time. You get like bulbs that look like this, that's a circle. But these are very easy to keep in the bag. This is just a regular balloon. I actually initially bought it because I thought I could stretch it over this thing to have a flat white. And then they don't stretch so well and they don't hold on. So I had a thought about blowing it up. And then literally, if you get it to the right size, it should maybe stay there. Aha. So that gives you, instead of just having one layer of diffusion, it's got the back of the balloon, the front of the balloon, and then because it's going through a big circle, it's diffusing very softly. So I'm going to keep it at all the same powers as before, and then I'll just show you what they look like. Okay, this is quarter power. Just check it. Yeah, so you can see it's much softer than the packet. We are going to try half. One more. See? Much softer, and then we'll do full power. So this is a full power shot. Another one. Let me see. Yeah, much better. Okay, one thing I want you to do is go back a little bit because you're lighting only one side of your face. Okay, so this is the full power shot. One more. Yeah, very soft. So that's the few methods I have. You can put this closer to if you were only doing a very close portrait. But in general, this is not ideal because people will judge your balloons. But it's actually the one that looks the least dodgy because that to people just looks like a cover because it's perfectly round. Anyway, I hope you guys find that interesting. Yeah. And I've got a few more of these DIY things planned, but I thought this would be a very simple light diffusion tricks you can do with the bare bulb and like covering it with stuff. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and like and comment and let me know if it wasn't as in-depth as you need it, or if you want to see more of something specific, let me know. And then follow Jasmine. She came to help us out today. I'll put her Instagram up and her YouTube up. What else do you do? TikTok? No TikTok. No TikTok. Okay, so the reason this works for me is I'm always shooting outside and I'm often shooting alone, so I don't have someone to hold this when it gets windy and it blows my big umbrella over. So if I'm doing dances and stuff, if I'm doing dances and stuff, it can be harsh light because it doesn't matter, so this works. But then if you want to pull in a little bit of a portrait, then at least you have an option to whip out of your bag and just shove on there. So that's the reason I like to do these things. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Throw his balloon at camera.
Do it. Can you?
Oh, look.
Okay.
And now for Blooper.
I got. You gotta hit it. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're just gonna. Do I have tape? Where's the tape? What's up, everybody? Okay, so today's video I want to do a few like. Is that bird gonna be my audio? Maybe. Okay. Oh my god, almost died. Put that on the audio.